Hello, I am Nick, and I am here to talk about science stuff. So our topic is the life cycle of a star. So, let's start from the beginning. How is a star born? Well, a star is born from a place that has huge cold clouds of gas called the stellar nebula, and in the middle there is a core of heat called the protostar. These clouds around the protostar start to shrink under their own gravity. As the cloud gets smaller, it breaks into its own clumps. Each clump starts to get so hot at around 10,000 degrees Kelvin and dense that nuclear reactions start to begin. And when the temperature reaches around 10 million degrees Celsius, the clump becomes its new star. A really famous scientist who knows a lot about this topic is the one and only Neil deGrasse Tyson. This famously well-known scientist was born October 5th, 1958, and by the age of 9, Tyson knew what he wanted to do. The way Tyson found out that the stars would be his future was when, in elementary, his grade went for a field trip to the Hayden Planetarium. So yeah, Tyson grew up and he was educated in the Bronx School of Science, but while he was there, he also did some wrestling as well. As Tyson grew his dedication to the stars more and more, he started to grow admiration to one particular person, Carl Sagan. So yeah, Carl Sagan is a professor at Cornell, which Tyson really wanted to go to, but he decided not to go there, although he did actually spend a day with Carl Sagan, and that day in 1975 changed his life. It changed the kind of scientist that Tyson wanted to be. So yeah, Tyson later got a job at the Hayden Planetarium, the same place that he was aspired to become an astronomer, and 1 year after he joined, he was actually named the acting director of the Hayden Planetarium. In 2001, Tyson received a presidential appointment to work on policies for the future of the US industry itself. His services were so impressive that NASA had given him the Distinguished Public Service Medal. So yeah, Neil continued working at the Hayden Planetarium, and in 2006, he made his statement about Pluto not being a part of the solar system's now 8 planets. Some say that was the most famous decision that Neil deGrasse Tyson has made, and therefore his name has been stretched out throughout the world in articles, books, essays, and so on. Tyson then went on to do more podcasts and did many things from his inspired hero, Carl Sagan. So in 2014, he continued working at Hayden Planetarium and also continued working at the US astronomical industry. And by this time right now, he is 60 years old. Sorry I ranted off topic there, talking about Neil deGrasse Tyson, but let's talk. How does a star die? Stars have a certain gas tank to burn. After puffing out its outer layers, it starts to form a very dense white dwarf. In fact, 1 teaspoon from the white dwarf could weigh up to over 100 tons. In fact, the white dwarf's radius is actually 100 times smaller than our sun, but it's still the same weight. Over billions of years, the white dwarf cools and starts to become invisible. This is the usual process of a star, but different stars burn gas in different ways, which in turn ends in different results like a neutron star or even, dun dun dun, a black hole. So with the birth and the death down, how long does the cycle actually take? Well, this can take up to 10 million years. However, certain circumstances, like the amount of energy the stellar nebula absorbs, can lead into a massive star instead of an average star. This can lead into different outcomes, as you see with the diagram I'm about to show you right now. The approximate length of these stars' lifespan can span from 10 billion to 20 billion years, basically. If you want to see more detail about this aspect, then check out my Google Doc in the description, okay? Thank you for watching. See ya.